Hi Lesha, so I am ready for your reading. I want to thank you for your patience with your order. My daughter has been sick, and she had like her tonsils removed recently, and so she's been not feeling well. And plus the holidays, and then of course I work full time, so it has been crazy for me. But anyhow, I'm ready for your reading. She's doing much better, so yeah. We're gonna go ahead and start here. Let me go ahead and see if you have your name. You're in New Jersey, born August 20th. Okay, so I got your information here. Let's open the reading. You got the winter magical reading, and oh wow, this is a large reading. Okay, so you got a large reading. We're gonna start and we're gonna dive right into it. And I'm going to shuffle the cards. I'm going to be working with the Light Seers Tarot. So praying to Archangel Michael for protection in the name of God and the angels. I pray to you with so much faith in this moment that I'm able to see clearly for Lesha. Archangel Raziel, I pray that you provide me with vision and clarity, so I can see clearly in this moment. So it is, and so shall it be. Amen. Okay, so I'm going to pull, I'll be pulling 3 cards per question, and I'm going to pull also an oracle in the center, and I'm going to be working with this oracle and see what messages we've got here. Okay, so first one is you and where you are in for the winter. So I got the moon, open, and there's a key, and the sun. Interesting. Okay, it's very interesting how it's the sun and the moon, and they're both in opposition, but at the same time they bring different energies, right? So the moon to me is a card of intuition, spirituality. So this winter is going to bring you a lot of, a connection with the intuitive side, with the spiritual side. And then the sun talks all about clarity, light, and happiness. So the moon can also bring some deceptions and some sort of disappointment. So you definitely want to pay attention to that. You may want to watch out for people or situations that may be a little deceiving. And the sun is all about light and clarity. So it talks all about that here. It is representing clarity. So I feel like this winter is going to bring a balance for you, and it's going to open, there's going to be some doors opening for you, especially for your love life and for your emotional life, and your spirituality. I feel like you're going to have a very deep connection there when it comes to your spiritual path, and the sun is all about that light and that clarity. So that's what we're seeing here with that, okay? I love it. So there's a lot of good energies, and there's a lot of balance that you're going to have come through for you, okay? There's a lot of that balance coming here in the near future. For the helpful influences entering your life, we have the Temperance. We have an Awakening. And we have the Chariot. Wow. So you have two magical major arcana cards. The Temperance talks about bringing balance in your life. It talks about a need for balance, a need to bring in more balance. It's also a card about harmony. So it talks about bringing more harmony in your life. It talks about moderation, patience, and it talks all about the masculine and the feminine energies and being patient. So the helpful influences are more harmony coming to you. And the Chariot talks about progress, action, and movement. So there is more movement, there is more action coming up here for you. Okay. And the Chariot also can represent the energy of success and having success and speed in action and determination. It talks about control, and it talks about travel and confidence. So definitely see a lot of that here, a lot of confidence and positive energy, if you will. So again, the Chariot always brings that energy of progress, movement, action, travel. So you may have some travel. I'm not sure if you're going anywhere for the holidays, but if you do go anywhere, even if it's close by, I feel like that's going to bring in an awakening for you. There's going to be an awakening of, you know, harmony and kind of combining things, and even like some sort of victory and success. There's some success coming in. It's kind of like the doors are opening for you here in this winter season. Okay, which is beautiful. Okay, luck factor for you in this winter season. And I have the High Priestess. I have the Cleanse. So you're going to be purging, letting go of things that no longer serve you, and the Hermit. You have a lot of spiritual cards, a lot of deep major arcana cards. And the High Priestess is all about that intuition and that spiritual path and that listening to your inner voice. So that's going to be your luck factor, is to pay attention to your gut. Cleansing, you want to cleanse anything in your life that no longer is serving, cleansing yourself from anything negative, cleansing your home, your space, physical, spiritual, and mental cleansing is going to be important in this winter season. And then the Hermit is about withdrawing, is about taking a step back. It's about meditation. So taking that step back, meditation for sure, like taking that quiet time. If you look at this card, and the High Priestess and the Hermit to me are like quiet, right? Like a need to kind of go in a deep, quiet space to bring in that guidance that is needed. But for sure, I'm getting that cleansing energy too. So, and you can do a meditation to cleanse your energy, to cleanse your aura, to balance your aura and your chakras. So anything to do with like calming and, you know, not making any major actions or decisions in the winter are going to be important. You definitely want to take a step back from things and let things be. Not forcing anything, not pushing anything, just letting things, allow them to unfold on their own pace is going to be important. Which deity is favoring you in this season? I'm just going to pull cards and see what I got. I got Detox. I got the Queen of Wands. Got the energy of Goddess Ochun. I don't know if you know who she is. And I got the Star. So you have some very favorable energy with the... I got Goddess Ochun, and she's the Virgin of Charity, I think is what they call it in Catholic version. Virgin of Charity is showing up, or Goddess Ochun in these, you know, more of the African traditions, Caribbean traditions. I'm getting her energy for you for some reason. She's coming up. And let me see what other energies I get. If they're also saying Yimaya. They just showed it to me as well. So both of them are coming up for you. Yimaya, which is the goddess of the ocean, and Goddess Ochun are both coming up here for you as deities. And they're showing a lot of, they're saying that there's an answered prayer coming to you this season. The star is an answered prayer. And the Queen of Wands to me is all about that empowerment, that ambition, that drive, that positivity, that confidence coming in your life. We have detox in the center, which again is very kind of self-explanatory. It talks about releasing stuff, letting go of stuff, purging. Is definitely showing up here for you. Okay. So very powerful messages and beautiful messages. Very spiritual winter, I see. Your lessons this winter are progress. So you're going to have some major progress coming in everything that you're looking at. It looks like things are going to move forward. We have the Lovers. So romantically, you're going to see some progress. If you're looking to meet somebody, you're looking to have a deeper connection with your partner. If you have a partner right now, it shows like a nice connection, a nice progress in your love life. So love looks very well aspected. And then we have the Tower, which is interesting. So the Tower to me is a card of regeneration, but there's a regeneration after a period of strife, after a period of things that are just being released, after a shift in the way you see something. So the Tower rebuilds, and it kind of shakes the foundation of something that's not solid, and it starts to rebuild again. So it's like a rebirth and a huge transformation. So your lessons this winter are that there's a huge transformation coming. There's a rebirth. There's a different way. You're going to be viewing a situation from a different perspective. It could involve a partnership of any kind, business or personal. But I also see a lot of progress in your love life. Like, generally speaking, there's a huge progress coming in your love life, okay? And there's some important decisions too, because the Lovers can represent decision making as well. Your gains this winter are meditation. So again, it talks about that quieting of the self, of the mind, which we've been talking about. It's definitely coming up as a theme for your reading. It's kind of come up a couple of times, so definitely the messages are very strong into just kind of a need to quiet the mind, a need to do some meditation, connecting with spirit. All that is going to be important. We have the Ace of Cups, which can be new beginnings in your love life, in your emotional life. If you're in a relationship, it could be just a new phase in the relationship. That's going to bring you a lot of good energies, positivity. And then I have Strength. So a lot of fortitude coming in for you in the gains. You're going to have fortitude. Things that were not as powerful or as strong are going to become stronger, are going to become better, if that makes sense. So it looks very, very positive here for you. And there's a big fortitude here on the way coming to you. There's a strong, powerful change that you're going to have coming to you, if you will. Okay. All right. Go back here. There we go. Okay. So very interesting how that came up as your gains, like, you know, that spiritual connection, that new beginning in your love life, emotional life, and strength in your general life. Like, things are going to become stronger, stronger foundations, stronger you, stronger connections, and meditation, that connection with spirit, coming up here. Okay, what needs to be purified in your life? Repair. Okay. Interesting. This card can come up in two messages for me. It's coming up in two ways. One of it is that the way it is being purified is that you need to repair a situation or work on repairing or healing a situation a little deeper. before moving forward. Or it could be even your health, you know, it could be physical, spiritual, or mental. Or it could be that there's a need to let go of something that isn't no longer serving you anymore, and working on repairing is only going to get you so far with that situation. So there's kind of like because they've been saying to let go, so I feel like there may be a new perspective needed with a healing or a reconciliation that you're trying to get with someone, and maybe there's a new perspective needed with that situation. I got the devil. Okay, so again, it could be a person or a situation that's just very toxic for you, that you've tried to make it work and it's just not working at all. And there's a need to make it better. It's just there's a need to not either try to look at it from a new angle or just let it go altogether. And the Empress, which can be fertility, it can be affecting your fertility, it could be affecting your motherhood or connection with mom energies, maternal energy, or even growth for yourself as a person, like growing. Your spiritual path is kind of maybe you feel has halted or has isn't where you want it to be, and it has to do with this toxic energy or situation or person that you need to work on or release, either repair or release. It's only you can decide that, but I feel like it's just kind of like what it is, if you will. And the healing that I would recommend, if you were to do a healing for the situation, I would do a ritual to Goddess Ochun and Goddess Yimaya on independent levels, and I would do a ritual for them, doing an offering and asking them, doing a setting of lights and asking them to help you with what you're wanting to repair or heal. If it's letting go of a situation or person, the same thing applies. Setting some lights for them. And when I mean setting lights, is just doing some candle work around this. And you can do it on several sessions. I like to do them in threes or in multiples of 3, depending how severe the issue is. If it's very severe, it could be 9 sessions of 3s, 3, 3, and 3. So 3 candles or 3 days doing a ritual for what you're trying to work on. And praying to both of those goddesses, because both of them came up for you, both of them specifically. But without knowing your situation, I wouldn't really go much in detail because I don't know specifically what the issues are. If it's a love situation, both goddesses are amazing for that. If it's any issue in particular, Goddess Himaya, I've heard, is really good also for maternal energies, like issues with kids and or fertility or motherhood in general. She's amazing for family concerns as well. So yeah, but we're gonna go into your love life now and see what comes up. And I got stimulate, so there's a need to stimulate that area. I've got the Magician, maybe by doing some magic and working on that. And I got the 10 of Swords, which talks about an ending of a cycle for you that's been very painful. So you may have gone through some very challenging energies with your love life. You may have gone through a difficult phase, and now there's a need to kind of restart that area again. If you've been through a difficult time, not only with the relationship, but you know, maybe the situations that your partner and you have, if you're in a relationship that you and your partner have encountered, maybe let's say it's a rough year, or has been a rough year, you know, for you and your partner. It could be that, you know, you want to stimulate that relationship, and that so that you both can kind of get a restart again. You know, for example, for me and my husband, 2018, I'm sorry. 2018 was a rough. 2017, 2018 were rough years, but 2018 was worse. And it brought a lot of issues, right, to the relationship. So it's not that these kind of, there's things that come up, and in life, and it can hurt the relationship. It can make or break, as they say, and it can really fracture a relationship. So the Ten of Swords to me is talking about an ending of a cycle, an ending of a situation that was difficult. And if you've been single and you've just had a rough time meeting someone that's worth it, it could be that you're finally ending that cycle of like being in a rut and starting over again. So there's a stimulation coming in this winter for you to start again. And I see a lot of water element around your love life, so you may want to do like a bath. Okay, you can look up spiritual bath to attract new love, or a spiritual bath to attract happiness in my life, things of that nature. For your work life, I have the purification. So again, cleansing, a lot of cleansing coming up for you in this winter, a lot of clearing, maybe doing some sage, work with herbs. Page of Pentacles, which is about studying something new, researching. And Page of Cups to me is talking about like a new opportunity that may come to you and is going to bring you a lot of joy, a lot of fulfillment, is what I am getting. So you're going to have something come up that you're going to feel very happy about, and it's going to bring you a lot of success and a lot of joy. And there's purification, so there is definitely a cleansing or a clearing coming in your work life. So if you're wanting to change that job, now in the winter is going to be a good time to look into it. Finances are enthusiasm, so there's some good things coming for you with finances. I also see Six of Pentacles, which is a giving and receiving. So you're going to receive a gift, and then we have the Death and Rebirth card. So there's a rebirth, there's a starting over again coming up. There is something new coming for you when it comes to your finances. Okay, I love it. And so big improvement, like a reset. Home and family for this winter, I have the creativity. So there's going to be some new things that you're going to look into with family and home. Nine of Pentacles is showing good fortune, success, abundance. And then I have the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfilled. A wish that's going to materialize and that you're going to feel very good and very happy about. So that is coming up here for your home and your family. So wishes, especially with money and abundance, coming up here in your home and your family, and reaching something that, or attaining something that you've been wanting to for a long time when it comes to your home and your family. Your wishes that will come true this winter are protection. So there's a lot of protection for you. Queen of Swords talks all about vision and looking at situation from a much better angle. So being able to see a situation better than you have been seeing it, like obtaining clarity. And then I have the Queen of Pentacles, which talks about a vision and a perspective. And Queen of Pentacles to me always talks all about that woman energy, that maternal energy, if you will. Okay, and that's for your wishes that will come true. So financially, there's something coming your way. There's also clarity and there's protection. But money-wise, there's something big coming for you. Maybe you're going to get something that you've been wanting for a long time, like buying a house, or, you know, a raise in your job, a promotion, a good job opportunity that may come up. Your sunshine and your treasures for this winter are the expansion. So you're going to have a big growth coming this winter. Especially from that mental state of like poverty or feeling deprived or feeling like you're lacking in some area. And Nine of Swords. So it's kind of like that feeling of sadness is going to be lifted if you have been feeling sad or feeling down about something or feeling stuck in a situation. I feel like there's a big protection against that. And I feel like there is, you know, they're saying to give it time. The Seven of Pentacles to me is a card of patience and allowing something to grow, and sometimes things need time, and that's what the cards are showing here. Very, very powerful energies. So I feel good. This reading is really positive. We've got the underlying card as the Knight of Swords, which talks about movement, action, and progress. So a lot of progress coming up here for you in the near future. All right. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to message me. Angel blessings, and I hope that this reading brought you lots of light, and I will talk to you soon. Big hugs.